What's going on, y'all? So listen, this is actually a quick little story time about something, cause I don't know what it was, but the other day something clicked in my head that just reminded me of this one boy, and the story basically we just gonna say John the Stalker, because that's exactly what the fuck to me it was, some John the Stalker shit. Now, let's get into this because to me this story funny as shit though. Like, I've grown this shit and this story's still funny as shit to me. And I'm mad because I'm just thinking about this shit. So, excuse me. But listen. So listen. I think I told this story to probably one or two people outside of me and my best friend who really know what the fuck really happened. So this happened, oh God, this happened when I was probably like 17, 18, something like that. I was like around 17, 18. I was living with my little sister and my little brother and they mom. I was living with them at the time. My grandma was sick at the time. It was around that time and shit like that when my grandma had got sick, like really, really sick at the time. And I started staying with my folks. So we all outside, right? And I mean, we all outside. My sister, my brothers, their friends, our other neighbors that was on the right hand side of us. They was outside, and she barely come the fuck outside. So she was outside. We was all outside. My other neighbor, G, we gonna call him G. He was on the left hand side of us. I mean, on the right side of us. And they had a family full of household full of family. And just they friends alone. But long story short, they on that part, we was like, it was probably like 20, 25 of us deep on 2 to 3 fucking porches. Like, we young bulls, we chilling, we talking, we smoking, we talking, we chopping it up, having a good fucking time. Like, we chilling. It's cooling down towards the later the night. So some bull come out of the blue, just come up, walk up, speak to G, speak to the family, etc., etc. I'm like, I'm thinking about something like, well, who the fuck is this? You little cutie. You little cute, alright. You little cute, but you know, I'm minding my business, still doing what I'm doing. I don't know fucking how. I don't remember this story, like, how we really met, but I just know at some point in time, me and him throughout that night started flirting with each other and shit like that. And, like, we was really flirting. Like, he was a cutie pie. Like, we was young boys, we was a cutie pie. He was brown skinned, he was tall. Like, he was a tall, lanky little motherfucker. And I'm sure, you know, I'm like 5'5", 5'4". But mind your business. So, you know, he was cute, tall, brown skin. I thought, you know, I'm like, all right, he cute. We exchanged numbers, right? That's cool. We exchanged numbers. We talking for a little, like 2 weeks, I think it was. Maybe like 2 weeks. And he mentioned about wanting to come see me and shit like that. And I'm like, that's cool, but right now, our house is on lockdown. So that means no fucking company. Like, you know, basically, Mom Dukes, my little sister and I'm, basically, their mom, it was lockdown time. Like, no company. She wasn't in the mood for the shits that night. Just know she wasn't in the mood for nobody shits that night. And, so I could leave out though. Like, it wasn't an issue to leave out. So me and him talking, and I ended up meeting up with him. Like, we was talking and shit like that, and I ended up meeting up with him and stuff like that. We met up at a point, and then we started walking around and shit. Now, it's cold. What year? Oh, God. What weather was this? I know it was dying down off the summer, for sure. It was dying down off the summer gracefully. I think it was like fucking... It probably was like November, December. It's probably around the same fucking time this year. I really don't, really remember like that. But listen, anyway, it's still definitely cold outside. So I'm like, yo, can we go to your spot and shit like that? Like, it's cold out here. So, you know, he's like, I think he took us to his aunt's house. I think he was staying at the time. Don't get me lying. I really don't fucking remember, but I do remember when we would walk in there, it was dark as shit in there. Like, you had the upstairs light, the hallway light. It was definitely beaming down hard as shit in there. And then the rest of the house was basically dark. It had I think the back light or some shit was on, I think. It was mostly dark and shit. You can see a little bit like his kids' toys and shit laying around and couch there, this, and the third. Bunch of open space mostly, but then, anyway. So then, me and him, start, making our way towards the back of the house and shit like that. And, so we started making out. Don't ask me how the fuck it happened. Don't ask me. It's just, I'm giving you what I can really remember, okay? Don't come at me. I don't remember every fucking detail. But listen, we started kissing and all that other shit. He wanted to try to, he wanted to smash. And I do remember that. He wanted to smash, but my period was on, bro. Like, on everything I love, I do remember my fucking periods on. And he thought I was joking. He felt down there. I was like, bro, I got a whole pad on. I ain't even capping. He's probably like, no, you just put the pad on. No, bro, I'm really fucking bleeding. Like, I'm not capping. Like, I'm really fucking bleeding. So then, out of the blue, I just hear a voice like, John, I know you ain't got nobody in my house. And he's like, no, I don't got nobody in here. So I'm like, on that note, got my shit and walked out the door. Mind you, it's cold. He's talking about, call me. He walked to the door. He said, come on, call me. And I'm like, And I kept fucking walking. I walked home. I ain't asked him to walk me home. I ain't do nothing. I walked fucking home. And it was only probably like a 5-minute walk from from that spot to my house or whatever at the time. It wasn't really a far walk. So I got back home and like that. Didn't even call boy. Didn't even let him know I was around. Alright, boom. Now, mind you, this is when I was like, this is a young boy time. Don't judge me. I even wrote it down because I do know it's a story, baby, because it was so much details to go into about this boy. Now, I left his house. This is in the third. Now, yeah. Okay, now we do got to fast forward. We got to fast forward this back to around 2018, 2019. We're going to fast forward up to then. Now, mind you, I was like 17, 18, so around 17, 18, that was back in like 2010, 2011. Yeah, 2010, 2011. Now, we're going to fast forward this all the way up to 2018, 2019. That's some years, right? Okay, boom. What happened that day? Because it definitely had to fast forward. Me and my best friend. Me and Bestie decided to go out one night because we was in the mood. We wanted to go the fuck out. We wanted to go enjoy ourselves. You could get a drink, just something to loosen up. We really did need time. It was just so much shit going on. We wanted to go out. So we stepped out for the night. We was gonna go to the local bar, around away from us because we lived in North Philly, and we was up because Best was around 20. Best was around like 24th and Lehigh. And I was just like up on 28th, 29th. So yeah, we was up the street from each other. But at the time, yeah, because we got, yeah. We got 20, yeah, we walked from her house. Yep, that's what it was. I got dressed at her house. Boom, boom. After she got dressed, we got our lives together, and we started making our way towards the bar. The bar was probably like a 10-minute walk from her house to the bar that where we was going, because it was actually up the street from my stepmom's house. So that was the clutch part. It was up the street from my fucking stepmom's house. Boom. That was love. Now, we walk in. Of course, we got a little... We cute as shit. Best had on this cute little outfit. Oh my god, I think she had on her sweatsuit outfit. I think it was the burgundy one. She was so fucking cute. And then I had on this white little fucking dress. This white little dress. It was cute as shit. Dress came up literally. It came up damn near my coochie, so where I kept pointing down. I had little boots on and stuff like that. I was cute as shit though. We walk in, we getting a little hunks and stuff like that, but this one car in particular, hunk, and then decided to do a whole fucking U-turn and come pull up next to us. And we stopped, we talking. It was like, damn, you was a little serious. Like, what's going on? We talking, we chopping it up. It's him. It's John. We're going to say it's John because it's another name he fucking told me, and I'm going to keep saying this, y'all, because it's another name he told me it was, and I never remember what the fucking name was. Never. Can never remember. Because I never even stored this man name in my fucking phone. I never did. Only person, anyway, now, they hunking and hunking. Now, mind you, this is John. I didn't know this was John, and I'm going to get to the point where I didn't know this was John. John is in the driving seat. His cousin, his friend, whatever, is in the passenger seat. They hunking, trying to talk to us. This, and the third. Cool. Boom. We chopping it up and shit like that. He asked us where we at. Started asking us questions, where y'all going? Well, we just going up the street. We about to go get a drink, for the night. Hang out. He said, oh yeah, you could have just been drinking with us. Y'all smoke. Y'all smoke. I was like, yeah. Somebody let's take, we'll take you. We take you. You want to come smoke with us? We'll take y'all. We take y'all. We just, you want to come smoke? And me and Bess look like, Bess was like, yeah, we can. All right, we're like, all right, we can. So we hop in the car. Bull get in the back seat with Bess. I'm in the front seat with Bull. And so he's like, drive. I said, well, I ain't got no backwoods. I got bud, but I ain't got no backwoods. When we was gonna stop past the store anyway and get some. So he drives up to the Chink store. Drive up to the Chink store. Actually, probably like a block and a half away from the bar where we going to. Pull up to the Chink store. Hop out. I go grab the backwoods. I come back in. I start rolling up. He already kind of had something pre-rolled, I guess. Him and his cousin was smoking on and shit like that. So we smoking on that. As I'm still rolling, I'm just like, it's y'all a little small, but okay. My best talking, and then he was talking all this shit, like this bitch is on, yeah, we always got bud. We this, and the third. If anybody know from Philly, everybody know how niggas talk when they want to be, especially when they on that liquor shit, thinking they that nigga, just this and the third. Oh yeah, we them bulls, we got this, and the third. Now, mind you, like I said, this Dutch was fucking skimpy. I can't even show you how skimpy, because my Dutch is even fatter than the fucking one they had, and that's some real shit. That's some real shit. So, my best hit the Dutch. He's talking about, y'all talking about all this weed and this, and you roll this little ass Dutch, but okay. I just started laughing. I couldn't even hold it. So I'm like, we all smoked. We finished smoking. So now I said, all right, now we ready to go to the bar. I said, all right, we ready to get dropped off, or like we can walk, either one. So he pulled around the bar. He found a parking spot. He gets out the car, along with his friend get out the car. Me and Bess get out the car. So we looking like, oh, Ari, it's nice to meet you. This, and the third. We exchanged numbers. Right? So we exchanged numbers before I stepped to the bar door. Alright, we exchanged numbers. He's still fucking talking to me. And I'm like, alright, well, it was nice to meet you. This, and the third. Me and Bess like, come on, alright, we leaving now. You started, obviously, my Bess definitely getting annoyed. And I see it, though. Like, you seen she's getting the fucking annoyed a little bit. So we walk to the door, we pull out our IDs, check the IDs, we go inside. Not knowing, Bull and his homie was actually right behind us. Did not know that. Till he walked up and put his arm around my shoulder. I said, oh, hey, what's going on? And he's talking, like, when I say this boy was in my ear, fucking kept talking, talking about what you about to get into tonight, what you doing tonight. Like I said, this boy was already drinking before he even ran into me and my best friend. He was already sipping and whatever else he was fucking doing before he ran into us. So he's all in my ear talking that shit. So I'm like, yo, you look really good. You really look good. What you doing after this? Can I go home with you? This, and the third. All in my ear. Now, my best friend is fed the fuck up for real. Now, we at the bar. We literally at the bar. We sit next to these other two ladies that was sitting at the bar and shit like that. We sit next to them. The Bull comes up next to me. His homie was standing behind, like standing in the back. My bestie right here. I'm right here. Bull right next to me. His friend behind us. He's all up on me. I'm just being nice and smiling, yeah, cool, yeah, I'm gonna hit you up. I got your number, yeah, I'm gonna hit you up. And shit like that. Best friend got irritated as fuck. She's talking about, yo, she got your fucking number. Now go. Now you're being a fucking annoying. Yo, when I say she spazzed, she fucking spazzed. Like, to the point, like, alright, he was like, alright, damn, alright, I got you, alright, like, the Bull, and then him and his homie laughed. Now, the two ladies that was sitting next to us, they was like, y'all okay? My best friend tried to, did the quick explanation, like, yeah, we cool, we gave Bull, and like, it was one thing to keep talking, exchange numbers, but you to keep following us, to keep going every fucking where, you trying to be up on us? No, only this bitch gonna get drunk, she gonna get drunk with me, and that's the only person she's going home to fuck with is me. And I swear to God, that's exactly what my best friend was saying. Only person she's going home with is me. This drunk bitch going home, she's going home with me. That's why I love that bitch. That's why I love my best friend. I don't give a fuck. So then we order drinks, right? Night goes out. We had a good time. We meet these two ladies. Oh, they are fucking fun. They are amazing. When I tell you, that was like really seeing me and my best friend in the future, like literally seeing my best friend from 10 years from now. All jokes aside, at that time, that was us, and that's how we perceived it. Me and her both said the same thing, like, yo, best tell us that, don't remind them of us. Like, that's what it was. It was really good. We exchanged social medias and everything, yo. Bitch, now the night is done and over with. Me and Best ready to go home. We're going home. We're making it home safe. We walking back home now. We lit, but we ain't too fucking lit. We smart lit. Now we walking back home. We drunk. I get a text message. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I open the phone, like, I said, this nigga just text me. He's talking about what you doing. And I think I was able to respond back, like, I'm on my way home or some shit like that. Bitch, the next thing I know, on everything I love, whoof, I get a dick pic. Oh my God. Excuse me. Whew. I don't think it was supposed to come out like that. But I get a dick pic. An unsolicited, unprovoked dick pic, y'all. All jokes aside, like, I don't mind them, but if I'm asking for them, don't do it, don't give it to me unprovoked. So I'm like, oh my God. I was shocked as shit. Like, real life, I remember this shit. And I swear I wish my best friend was here to fucking recant this story with me, because she would tell you. And so anyway, I'm like, oh my God, best friend. I said, Bestie. I said, he just sent me a dick pic. She talking about, no, he didn't. I said, here, look. She talking about, ew, it's all ashy. Oh my God, yo. When she was like, ew, it's all ashy, I said, yo, that was raw. So she took the phone and she wrote back, ew, and it's nasty, and then left it alone. Bitch, we just left it alone. Next day went on. Life went on after that night. I swear to God, life went on after that night. So now we gotta fast forward probably a few months later. But I do remember that, right? I do remember. I don't know why I fucking remember the dick pic shit, because I guess it was just so. This whole story is just so weird to me, because boy, really a stalker on the low. But anyway, now let me go and fast forward. Yeah, because I stopped talking to him. I deleted the information. I just stopped talking to boy. Now, we got to fast forward to a few months later. I get a call from Bestie. And she was talking about, we get on the phone. We talking about the normal shit. Yeah, that's what it was. We was just talking about the normal shit. Such and such, what happened to her day. How was, what's going on in my day. How's work. Blah, blah, blah. Then she goes in to say, oh, I ran into your friend earlier. I'm like, my friend? Who the fuck is my friend? Who the fuck do I consider my friend? I don't use that word too lightly. Who the fuck do I consider my friend? Right? So she proceeds to tell me how she was headed home. She was headed home that day, right? Earlier that day, she was headed home. And, as she was walking, someone honked their horn at her, and it was like, hey, where's your best friend at? So she looked at boy, she didn't recognize him. And not only she couldn't recognize him because she didn't remember what the bull fucking looked like. Mind you, it was still nighttime. So the night that we seen him, of course, who gonna fuck remember? And it was months ago. Especially when you're not a consistent person in our lives. Now, she didn't recognize him only because, like, boy, we don't fucking, she didn't recognize you. And she said she didn't have her glasses on that day. So boom, cool. So he proceeds to ask her, like, well, where's your best friend at? And he describes me to the motherfucking T. Like the girl that had your best friend, the dark-skinned one with the pretty eyes and had the that had that on that right dress. Like, he remembered all of that shit, yo. All of that shit. She was like, well, she at work right now. Yeah, that's what it was. She was like, yeah, she at work right now. Whatever. And he was like, well, tell your friend to give me a call, this, and the third. She was like, all right, y'all, I got you. I'll tell her. And then that's why she was relaying the message to me. I'm cracking the fuck up. Now, me and her really just cracking the fuck up because, like, why would you just came out of the woodworks out of, like, And then you asked about me. I don't like. You didn't even say hi to her. You hunked your horn and didn't ask about me. That was weird. But anyway, off of that. So like, yeah, he said he want to hit him up. So keep it funky with you. I did hit him up. Probably like a few days later. I be bored. I was a young boy. I know I'm a little older, but I'm also a young boy. Let's see. We got to see how things work out. I don't know that this is actually the John that I knew. I thought this was somebody I never fucking met before. So anyway. Now, I did call him a few days. We started talking. Or whatever like that. We started talking and shit like that. And then he was like, he would be on the phone. He just like, yo, I've been wanting you. Yeah, because one day, yeah, that's what it was. Something hit me. That's what it was. So we started talking again. And then one day he says something over the phone that caught my attention. And it caught my attention. And I didn't peep it until I said it again. He was like, yeah, I've been wanting you since 25th Street. So I'm like, since 25th Street? You don't know me since when I was living on 25th Street. He's talking about, I did know you. I know you. I know your folks. Because then at the time we was actually, we was friends on social media. We was friends on IG. And he was like, yeah, I know your brother. Because he looked at my picture. He's like, yeah, I know your brother. I know your sister. Yeah, you used to live next door to my man's G. And I'm like, yeah, G used to live right there. Da, 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 da. He started naming people and shit. I'm like, yeah, I know them folks. What are you talking about? I know all of them. He was talking about, yo, I used to come around. I said, bro, I don't know who you are. What are you talking about? I would remember you. He's like, I mean, I've been wanting you since I was on 25th Street. I said, yeah, okay, whatever. You didn't know me then. But then now, once he said that shit, I'm just like, okay. So I I get on social media and I go through his page and I start screenshotting some of the pictures of himself. I start screenshotting pictures of him and whatever else I felt like I needed a screenshot. And I sent a picture to my little brother. I sent pictures to him, his best friends, his homies. I sent it to them because everybody's supposed to have known each other, right? So I sent it to them. I'm like, bro, you know him? He was like, man, like, no, and then we was on the phone. We actually talked. I'm like, bro, who is this boy? He said he know you. He said when I say he know you, he started naming everybody from off of 25th Street, bro. And then he started going into, I started explaining to him the shit that he was saying to me. And then it was like, I said, bro, I don't know who this is. Who the fuck is this? He started looking at the picture. He's talking about, hold on, let me really look at the pictures and shit. And then he started talking and shit. I said, yeah, he told me his name was, I forgot what the fuck he told me his name was. It was something. Or whatever. He told me his name was something. So then he was like, I said something to him. I explained it to him and shit like that. He's talking about, man. Like, because that's what my brother and them call me. It was like, man. I said, what? He's like, yo, that's John. I said, John? Who the fuck is John? And that's what the guy, I'm like, who the fuck is John? He's talking about, man, that's John. Like, John. Like, you know John. Like, you used to talk to John. I said, I used to talk to John. He's talking about, yeah, the tall brown skin boy who used to come around and he used to go to, he used to take night classes too. So, yeah, he used to take night classes, I think, to get his GED or something like that. So, from John from around, it was like, yeah, I was like, that's not him, bro. What are you talking about? That's not fucking him. He told me his name was such and such. And I said, that don't look like him. I don't remember. That's not him. He's talking about, man, no, that's him. Now that I'm looking at all these other pictures and no, man, that's him. I said, bro, that's not that fucking John. This don't even look like the same fucking John that I remember. He's talking about, no, man, that's bull. I said, I swear to God, I was like, you're fucking lying. He's talking about, no, man, I remember. And I'm a double check. And he did. He double checked with his homies and shit like that. And they was like, no, man, that's bull. That's bull. And I'm like, hey, yeah, bull out of pocket for this. Now, I'ma just say this. I was taking taken back. I was really, really taken back because I was just laughing so hard. I got off the phone with my bro. I called my best friend to tell her every fucking thing that I just found out. Like, every fucking thing, though. It's fucking funny. Ugh. I gotta drink my wine. Sorry. I am drinking real wine. Now, this shit is hilarious. Now, I called my best friend. I told her everything that just went down. Right? Because it was just so fucking funny. I was taken back. I was really taken aback. And I'm going to tell you why I was really taken aback, though. I already slept with boy. I ain't even going to sugarcoat you. And I was going to leave this detail out. But I might as well say it anyway. Fuck it. It is what it is. Just know it's whatever. I slept with boy. And the reason why I slept with boy, and it happened because it was just the way it happened. And like I said, I didn't take too much into consideration to what he was saying. Like I said, I didn't pay attention to what he really, really said until he said that 25th Street shit. Now, y'all know how most men always horny and shit like that. We know that. We know that. Now, we fucking. Now, I'm gonna tell you. I told this boy I was on my period. Because the time he came over my house, he wanted to hang out. We smoked. We was chilling. He wanted to get a little intimate. This, and a third. Oh, okay. I'm like, bro, my period is on. My period is on. I'm not lying. My fucking period is on. He thought I was joking. Like, oh my God, I waited so long for this. Oh my God, I wanted you so long. Oh my God, I wanted you for so long. And I mean, he said that up until he busted. I swear to God, he said it all the way up until he busted. Now, I did sleep with him, like I said. So don't come at me. But, yeah, once we, and another time we did hang out again too, I'm not gonna lie, but we were just laid up. We were just laying down. I swear to God, we didn't even do that. We laid down all the way up until we, because I was working afternoons actually at that time. So we laid down all the way up until I had to get ready for fucking work, basically. So, and that's the same day that my best friend found a fucking bed bug in my bed. Oh, yes. I said it. Found a bed bug up in my bed, bitch. Yes. And wondering how, like, yeah, the same day that me and him was just laid up, clothes on, cuddled up in my bed. Now, mind you, I had on my pajamas, but he had on, I let him take off his outside jeans and his outside shirt and lay in his drawers and his t-shirt. We laid up that whole time. Until, like I said, up until it was damn near close for me to get ready for work. So then my best friend had keys to my house. So she would come over periodically, stuff like that. Whenever she wanted to, sometimes like just dip in and shit like that. Because she wanted to come the fuck over. Just sit in my fucking house and just chill. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. That's why she got keys. Now, she's the one who calls me. I'm at work. She calls me and she was like, Buzz, what you doing? I said, I'm at work. What's wrong? She's talking about, yo, I just found the bed bug. I said, bitch, you lying. She's talking about, no, I'm not joking. I just found the fucking bed bug. Something bit me and I didn't know what it was. And then I seen it. It's a fucking bed bug. And she like flipped the fucking camera around and showed me. I said, oh my God, did you see any fucking more? I start panicking a little bit. I'm like, oh my God, do you see any fucking more? She's like, no, I swear I'm looking, Bess. I'm looking. And this is the only one I found. She's talking about, I said, you sure? She's talking about, yes. I said, yo, I didn't feel nothing. I said, this whole time I ain't feel nothing bite me. I don't got no bite marks on me that I know of. This is in the third. She's talking about, this is the only one I see so far. She's talking about, did you have anybody here? I said, yeah, I had Bull over here this morning. We and him was just laid up and shit like that. Talking about, you sure he ain't fucking bringing? Because Bess, I know you don't have fucking bed bugs. Like I said, and I said, and then, now I reach out to him and I tell him about the bed bug, the little bed bug. He gonna talk about, oh, well, maybe your best friend boarded. I said, baby, if she boarded, then I think I would have been had him in my house already, because as much as I be over her fucking house, I should have been had him. As much as I sit on her bed and in her chairs, and I should have been fucking had him if that was the case. I'm over her house more than she was over mine. What are you talking about? Now, anyway. Now we're going to fast forward a little bit. That happened. We stopped talking probably, yeah, I was still, like I said, I was living on 29th Street, up 29th and Lehigh, living in North at the time. We finally fucking stopped talking. It was like now a year or two later, I moved up to my sister's house. Because, yeah, I moved up to my sister's house in West Philly. Like a year or two later after that, I moved in with my sister in West Philly and shit like that. actually, what happened? I ran into John when I was at the Fresh Grocer. That was so funny as shit too, because I'm like, I was coming out of the Fresh Grocer and I'm like, why this boy staring at me like that? Like, mind you, I'm walking from the back and I'm just like literally, because I guess they, you know how y'all got people got hustling out here, sitting out here doing, you know, drop-offs and shit like that. You need a hack. Everybody know Philly got a hack. You need a hack, drop you off $10 here or whatever the case may be. So I'm coming out, I'm about to get my groceries. I'm getting my little grocery bags together. My sister lives around the corner from the fucking grocery store. From the market, basically. So I see somebody staring at me, and I'm looking like, why this person fucking looking at me like that? He's talking about, yo, what's up? I'm like, hey. He's talking about, you don't remember me? I'm like, no. Should I? He's talking about, it's me. I'm like, me who? He's talking about, John. I said, oh, hey, what's up? If somebody, you look a little different, because he didn't grew his hair out. So he definitely looked fucking completely different. The man grew his hair out, so I didn't know who he was and shit like that. He was like, you know, chopping it up. Just a little quick, small conversation. How you been? How you doing? I'm good. I'm blessed. You're blessed. You know, I'm out here doing my thing. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to see you. Stay blessed. Kept moving. Probably a few months after that, I'm on my way to the Family Dollar around the corner. He sees me. He pulls up on me. Hey, what's going on? How you? Damn, where you been at? I miss you. Hey, I'm good. How are you? How's your family? How's the kids? It's now, mind you, this man has kids already. He been had kids, and I been knew he had kids. Now I ain't gonna. I didn't knock that. Yeah. Now, reason why I brought up the kids situation, because when he pulled up on me, he was like, get in for a minute. I was like, where you going? I said, I was about to go to the store. What's wrong? He said, man, you got anywhere to rush? I said, no, not really. He's like, get in real quick. I want to just talk to you. I said, all right, fine. I got in the car. We was just sitting there, just pulled over, sit there, talked it up for a while. He's like, how you doing? How you? I'm like, I'm good. I'm blessed. How are you? And stuff like that and shit, like, et cetera, et cetera. So, I'm like, how are your kids? He was like, oh, they're good. They this, and the third. I said, that's what's up. Now, he's talking about, now, what happened? Why you don't fuck with me no more? I miss you. I ain't see you in forever. I'm like, bro, you know why I don't fuck with you no more. I said, first off, you not only lied about your name, but you lied to me about the whole situation of how you knew me. You did. You lied about that. Me and him had that whole face-to-face conversation. I swear to God. Me and him had that whole face. I'm like, bro, you lied about a bunch of shit. And then on top, I said, for real, like, you lied about your name. You lied about how you met me. You lied about how you know me and all that shit. You lied about a lot of shit, and I didn't appreciate it. And I gave you opportunities. I gave you a chance. Like, I real life gave you a fucking chance. And he was like, yeah, I get it. You're right. And then I'm like, for real, what really made me fucking stop is the time that I sat here I was on social media. It was late night. I was on some late night shit. I was on social media. And I happened to see you post up, oh, my baby girl just came into the world. And he looked at me and he was like, oh. I said, yeah, oh. I caught that. And I seen, because I paid attention to it, I peeped it. And it was like, when I went to go back to his page, that post wasn't up there no more. And I'm like, I explained everything to this boy, like why I stopped. That's really why I stopped talking to him before I left off of 29th Street. It's because of that baby situation. He had said, yo, you had a whole baby on the way and you didn't even say shit to me. You ain't say shit to me. You was all in my face talking about, I want to be with you. I want you for this, and third. And you ain't say shit about you having a baby. I keep telling people so much shit happened to me. And I don't tell people a lot of the things that goes on in my life, yo. Because there's so many stories I can tell you. And some of them be like, bitch, you really a goofball. I was a young boy. I was a goofball. But anyway, so that was that whole, I explained the whole situation to him about that, stuff like that. Now, we get back into, we exchange social medias after that day. Like, on some shit, I'm like, yo, no, it's cool, though. Like I said, that was a long time ago. I'm grown. I'm over that shit. Like, I moved on. I'm over it. Et cetera, et cetera. Like, he was like, oh, all right, cool. He was like, so when we gonna hang out? I miss you, this, and the third. I'm like, I'm good. I'm cool. Or whatever, right? So, what the fuck? So then we goes into like, well, we can exchange social medias and stuff like that. That's cool with me. We can exchange social medias and stuff like that. I said that's cool. We exchange social medias Now we're talking, we're texting back and forth off of social media. Oh, when we going, when I'm gonna see you, when we gonna do this, when we gonna do that. Oh, I said, don't you live with your wife? Now, he was married, yes. Yes, he was married. So don't you live with your wife? He said, yeah, but you know, ain't nobody here. I said, I was fucking with him. Every time he asked to see me, I'm like, you gonna come pick me up? No. I ain't got the car right now. You gonna give me an Uber there and back? He was like, yeah, I do that. I ain't never fucking dropped the address. I ain't never do nothing. I kept dragging that nigga along the whole time because it's like, why are you trying to invite me over to your house where you lay your head at with your fucking wife and kids and you just still trying to do... I said, something really wrong with you. Something's really mentally fucking wrong with you that you was willing to do that shit. Oh, they not there. Oh, I got time. They'll be back by such and such time. Oh, I got some... Oh, you really out of pocket. And I wasn't planning on doing it, but I said, yo, you lucky I don't know your fucking wife, because I would have been screenshot this and sent this to her. You're fucking out of pocket, bro. But, yes. That is the story of how... But we really stopped talking after that. Like, I just stopped responding back. I think I actually blocked him. I think I blocked him on IG. I think for real, I really don't remember. But I know we stopped fucking talking and stuff like that. And it was just, it is what it is after that. I was like, fuck it. I didn't care. But yeah. That's the story of John the Stalker. Something I haven't talked about in a long time. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I ranted on for a while, but it was a lot. Because there was a lot going on. And like I said, I have multitude of fucking stories I can really talk about, but I don't talk about. But if you ever tune in again, go check out my YouTube channels at, you know, No Salt, hashtag No Salt Podcast. And you definitely gotta hear about the time I got my fucking slippers stolen. Child. That was some wing dingus shit, y'all. But yeah.